Thanks so much for joining me on Breaking News in College Football. If you don't know me, you loser, you do now. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications. Lord, I'm dying for college football. I know you might not even be a Clemson fan, but you're dying for it too. Just like getting home from a long day at work, it's a Friday night, you're ready for a nice cold beer. Or maybe it's in the morning, you're ready for a nice cold beer. Maybe after cut the grass, wash the car, maybe just chilling out. I like beer. Anyway, here's the deal. You want college football back so bad you're about to shake. 6 months and 21 days from right now, Clemson will kick off in Death Valley against Georgia Tech on a Thursday night. Good luck, Georgia Tech, trying to revamp that 1914 offense. The players you recruited for the past 15 years. Clemson's going to murder them. Just hit some highlights of what's going on right now. And yes, I'm drinking hot tea because my wife is making me. Throat's been scratchy. Got to work on a great voice like this. And it also helps loosen my stool. But anyway, coming out of Clemson football camp right now, Frank Latson is looking great. And I'm going to call him Gotta. Joe Gotta, is that his name? Gotta, I think that's how you pronounce it. If it ain't, Travis Etienne, first time I tried to pronounce his name, Lord, I had a slight stroke. It was like, sounded like somebody had went to the dentist, got some Novocaine or something, missed and hit my tongue, you know? No, so I'm just going to call him Gotta. They're saying he's looking great. Now, here's the thing we have to watch out during this time. Right now, as I said, we all want college football really, really bad. Right now, journalists have to write about something. And remember, by June, they'll be writing about, what does Trevor Lawrence wash his hair with? Because they have to produce stories. So I don't want us to get caught up in this, but they're saying, hey, this Gotta kid looks like Justin Ross. You know, and then when you go back to past years, and sometimes they got it right, and sometimes they got it wrong. Like when they said this kid named Sammy Watkins. Yeah, we know he's a big recruit, but we've seen big recruits flounder all the time. The kid ended up being a freak. So it's interesting to hear these stories. We know our defensive line this year, we're having to replace one of the greatest defensive line units to ever play college football. You know it, I know it. Even if you're stupid and hate football, you know it. But we still have the talent there to really come in and dominate. Especially, we have an easy schedule. After the second week, I think that we're home free, and A&M's got to come to Clemson. I think that Jimbo Fisher's going to give us his best because he has a chip on his shoulder with Clemson, whether he admits it or not. Because we pissed on his party in Tallahassee. He couldn't just end up going to the Sugar Bowl and being okay once we started making it to the college football playoff year after year after year and time after time and winning national championship. But off of Clemson, let's talk about a couple other programs and things that's going on. We all know Jalen Hurts, which this is old news to a point, transferred to Oklahoma. We've seen the video of him in the weight room squatting, 600 pounds, telling us that the kid is a great athlete. I've never stepped away that he's a great athlete. If anybody here thinks he's and I remember hearing from Alabama fans, not a bunch of you, but some of you. So if there's some of you going, I never said it, I didn't say you said it. I said some Alabama fans was even criticizing Clemson's win in the national championship when Jalen Hurts was the quarterback. Because they said, you be a trashy Jalen Hurts-led team. That team sucked. For those Bama fans, not all Bama fans, for those Bama fans, I'm glad he transferred. I wouldn't even played last year if I'd have seen a comment like that. I've been gone. But he's going to go out to Oklahoma. The thing with Oklahoma is, did you ever find a defense? Your problem was never the offense. Never the offense. Did you find a defense? Go on up to Washington. I know it's kind of odd from here, but just trying to help everybody get jacked up for football. What's that kid's name? Look at my computer screen. Jacob Eason from Washington. He was at Georgia. We know what happened. He was at Georgia. He's playing, big recruit. Mount West, they were like, wow, he come to Georgia. Gets hurt back in 17. First game of the year, I want to say it was like App State. He ran out of the sideline, got hit something, got tripped up, messed up his knee. Jake Fromm comes in. We know what happened. Ended up going to national championship. Justin Fields comes there. They think he's going to knock off Fromm, who just got them to the national championship. It doesn't happen. Ends up Ohio State. We'll go there in just a second. Well, in that time, Jake and Eason, we all know, transferred. He set out. He'll be playing this year. How is that going to help Washington? Between you and I, unless they have the players around him to help him, I just think that he's... The only good thing is the Pac-12 is not that good. Oregon, I think, is going to beat your brains in this year. USC will somehow get into the top 25 when, if they had any other name associated with their school, they could put on different jerseys. They wouldn't even sniff the top 40. Living off of that shell of history I talk about. Shell of history. For some of you who don't know, shell of history means that in the past, you were really good. Might even dominated for like a decade or something. And then you'd have a little time off, then you'd do great. And then you brag about it. Well, I don't hear Yale bragging about how they've won more national championships than everybody, including Alabama. Why? Because it's irrelevant. It was that long ago. Now, USC, I don't know what's going on with them, but Eason, I don't know. Him transferring out there was a good idea. I know he's from that area. That means absolutely nothing. If you're wanting to win, you're wanting to win. Like that big recruit we're going after out in California is #1 recruit overall for 2020. DJ Yuga, I ain't even gonna try it. He said that California, their ball didn't. The schools in California was not winning, and he wanted to be part of winning the program. He said it. I didn't, though I did. But we have Wimbush leaving Notre Dame, going down to Central Florida. I think he'll do okay. I don't think he's going to do bad. Florida State, is Florida State going to be worth a crap this year? I don't think so. I think they're going to do a little better than what they did. But I just don't see them going like, hey guys, we're here. You've had the athletes over the past couple of years to maybe not go to the college football playoff, but you had the athletes not to suck like you did. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. And why do y'all keep recruiting players, especially at the quarterback position, who can't stay out of trouble? That started a while back, but I guess when you're not winning, you can't get away with it. Well, listen, y'all, I got to go. I tell you, I got to get back to work. I got to get back there and euthanize those cats. Cats ain't going to kill themselves, but I can try, but no. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. We're getting closer and closer. Right now, Bobby Dirkens is working on his studio. I had it set up in here. Y'all saw me with the lights and everything. It ain't working out. So I'm going to have to do something else calling audible. There's a little football reference. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Pass it around. You can find me on Twitter at @TheBobbyDirkens. And then you can find me on Instagram at @BDirkens. BDIRKENS. Yes, you idiot. I can spell. I mean, it's my last name and stuff. But anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Pass it around. Look forward to seeing you. Remember, I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. Lord knows, I'll keep showing out. Bobby Dirkens.